Speaking of that, it's a good segue to say hello everyone on YouTube as well for today's Secret Hitler stream.
Yeah, everyone on YouTube, you're all late.
Yes.
So we'll provide you this VOD later.
Yes, I'm the Black Shadow, joined
Okay.
by a collection of a retinue of some of the finest individuals that are covered here in the lovely Reichstag here in the Discord server. For some Secret Hitler today, which should prove interesting. And a certain break from everything I got up to yesterday. We have ourselves fancy pictures here.
People, don't worry.
We've got ourselves a spiffy, semi-changed... look at this, folks. Look at this scene. Oh, my goodness me. Look at this. I've got a card to hide shit. This is amazing.
I was gonna
send
ask
us an
if
invite,
us
mate?
players are
Yeah,
allowed to watch
I'm getting
the
it
stream or
sorted.
something.
Ah, it's sound.
I'm getting it sorted.
Yeah. We had this come up last time. It was an interesting... Because we usually do when we've done the stream, because obviously there might be differences, people watching these videos who either do or don't want to know, and we figured out ways to ensure that both are kept as solid as possible, because, you know, there's nothing more than not wanting to know and then seeing that I'm doing something and totally lying about it, so...
Correct. Okay, so who's first president?
Well, we have to do one thing before that, and that is to do the thing, Mr. Free, don't we? Because the whole part of this is that the fascists need to know who each other are, and they need to know who Hitler is.
Yes,
So
that's the painful.
we have the procedure
that's
to
the painful
go
part of
through,
this.
which you'll need to listen to very carefully. And if you think that it's been fucked up, tell us that you think it's been fucked up. But it should be fine. As long as you listen carefully,
Right,
it's fine.
so
So for the purposes of the stream as well, I will be putting over... I don't want to do the card cover yet, because I'll leave it open for now. So...
yeah, just trying to figure out the music, because apparently not all players have loaded the audio clip. That's a shame.
Yeah, Trivia's
No,
working
mine
on it.
hasn't loaded.
The audio disappeared. for me.
Wesker could probably dodge it, yeah.
That's because the second track is.
Wesker would catch it and just lob it back at whoever found
It
it.
won't let me play it.
It doesn't matter. He'll worry about it afterwards. So,
It will fix itself, I imagine.
right. So, are we
Right,
ready
so-
to do this?
How do you do this? I'll explain the other bit
Yes.
of the game.
So the
as we
first
go.
thing, so for the purposes of anyone who does not want to know on stream what
that's
I
probably
am, then I would thoroughly encourage you to look away now and continue to look
Yes.
away until
Anyone-
we tell you afterwards.
Anyone who doesn't want to know anyone's roles, close your eyes now.
Yes.
Not the players, just the viewers.
Right.
Now, for this part, I'm going to make it a little bit easier because at no point do fascists need to close their eyes anyway, because they get to know who everyone is. So,
Right. Well,
what
the
we're gonna
next thing,
do
yeah. So
is,
the viewers are closing their eyes. So the next thing is players need to
Alright,
flip
so-
over the roles to know what they are.
Yeah. yes, flip over your roles so you know what you are. Once you've found out what your role is, liberals and Hitler all close your eyes. Now, what we're going to do is
Here's two.
how do we do that? Liberals and Hitler, yes. So what needs to happen now is hit one at a time.
Liberal Hitler. That's a nice way, not fascist.
There goes the
Right.
music.
So
Yep.
There it is.
I'm losing track. Right. Liberals and Hitler all close their eyes. Right now, fascists, you keep your eyes open. Just don't do anything to give yourselves away just yet. So Hitler, would you please open your eyes and quickly move your roll card just outside your zone so the fascists can see. Fascists, don't do anything, otherwise you reveal yourselves to Hitler. All right. Now, once you've done that, Hitler, please close your eyes. And I need the fascists to just acknowledge each other in some way. Okay, I'm assuming you've done that. So that's about it, isn't it?
Yeah. Everyone put
Nothing else
everything
needs to be
back
done?
that they may have had on the table,
Yes, that too.
Alright.
and
Okay.
then everyone
We're all
can
done?
open their eyes.
Yep, please open your eyes.
Lovely.
That includes the views as well. There we go.
Yes,
that
and
wasn't
viewers.
Okay.
that wasn't painful at all.
And
No, I
now
was just
the
trying- I was-
critical part.
Getting confused.
That's fine.
So, presidency.
Well, we need to decide who is to be president first, and it doesn't really matter who's president first, and I am going to say I'm going to be president because fuck everything. I elect me. God damn it! It doesn't matter.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's just it's fine.
So we're
Right,
running against him in the election.
Right.
Just the moment he just takes the placard, I was
Right
like,
then.
"It's
So
mine."
the president chooses anyone who wants to be chancellor, can be anyone on the table. So you
don't
can do me a
really
favour
need to
through
ask.
and just get rid of the pink zone for me. The pink hidden zone, so we know there's no one there.
Yeah,
so
sorry.
that'd be
Up to
appreciated.
you.
So let's with well, we'll go with the left. We'll go with Mr.
I
Ferris
carefully
here.
constructed that pink
Oh
zone.
Jesus!
There you go. No pressure.
What do I do?
Right.
Oh, wait, I'm
We'll explain.
Right then.
Right now, just
Yes,
roll.
you're the Chancellor, so
Yeah, so at this point, everyone needs
What we
to
do
put
now,
out a ballot
vote.
to decide if they are happy to vote this in or not. You can say yes, or you can say
Alright.
no. Once everyone's cards out, we'll flip them over and see what we think. Everyone-
You too, yeah.
There you go. So, I obviously think
two,
this is a
one.
great idea, naturally.
Right.
And hopefully so does everyone else. Very, very good.
yeah.
Everyone seems
I think
happy.
this is an awful idea.
Oh, well. There's a
Been
vote of faith,
overruled.
everyone. Fantastic. Okay, then.
Your
So,
Chancellor, Zach.
great.
Against your own
Chancellor
wishes.
Zachary.
So, at this point, we need to be very quiet. So, the president
Yes.
will... Oh, shit, hold on. I should actually... Whoops. I need to put on my card cover, don't I? That's good. So, put up the Chancellor will pull... the president even will pull 3 cards out the policy deck.
I think you just have that card up at all times, to be honest.
I'll tell you. That's right, I'll remember. So at that point, the president then needs to pick one of the cards face down and pass it over to the discard pile, any he wants.
Okay.
And then making sure that no one else knows, the 2 remaining policy cards need to be handed over to the Chancellor for him to select,
Hey.
which are there. So you want to take
Hide
those?
those over in your zone.
So I move
just
these
pick them
over?
up and-
Yep,
That's it.
that's fine. Roll that now.
Do I flip?
And-
Do I flip them over?
Yeah. So at this
yeah,
point,
they showed
you
you zone
now
first.
need to do the same. You need to pick one of those cards to put in the discard pile face down.
And you cannot show us.
No,
you cannot show
we
us
must
what
not
it
know.
is.
And we aren't allowed to talk either about anything. No discussion.
Okay, and then I give the remaining one to you, right?
Well, no, the remaining one you just put on the card, depending if it's a liberal or fascist policy, onto the appropriate track.
I just put it straight onto the board.
It will sort
Yes.
itself out.
Yep.
Yeah. So pick the one you
So-
don't want, face down, put it on the discard pile. It's F to flip.
Give me 1 second. Where's the discard
The one on
pile?
the right,
Over here.
Yep.
the orange one. So,
Okay.
and then the remaining
And
one
then-
will be played. Hey, it is a liberal policy. Very, very
Yay.
good. We gave him a choice. We had a liberal fascist, and he
That's
chose
good.
liberal. So this is good. Very pleasing.
Well, he
All right
doesn't
then.
need
I want to
anything.
ask. I want to ask what 3 you drew. We know there's one of each. What was the third?
It was fascist as well. So
Okay,
pretty
that's a good
standard.
start.
Right then. So
Right.
now
Plot-wise.
I need that one. You need that one. I
Whoa.
don't know where that went. It's gone a long
That
way.
went off. Someone flinged it.
There we go. then. So now presidency
I see.
moves clockwise, which will be you indeed. So you now need to pick. Who you
Oh
want to vote.
no!
So you now need to pick who you want to be your chancellor. It can be anyone who wasn't part of the last government, i.e., not me. Can't be me. It can be anyone else.
Yeah, as far as I'm aware, the presidency clockwise thing, that overrules every other rule.
Pretty much,
even
yes.
if it's not.
Pretty damn much.
You still get to vote about it?
Yep, every time.
Once you pick someone,
Yeah, you need to pick someone.
Congratulations,
Oh.
Zach. Now you're
I'm
just
going
like
to
the 12th
pick-
president of the United States. Zach
Pick.
Taylor.
yes, please fix all the shit going on over there.
Oh, why thank you.
Okay, then. So
Yeah.
over here. What's the best way to refer to you, sir? Is it Zach?
Hey. Yeah, Zach is
Zach.
fine.
Okay, we'll go with that.
It depends if you're comfortable with first names or not.
We'll go with that.
That's fine.
All right then. So everyone get the cards out if we're happy with this or not. We are missing one.
Mhm.
There we go. And yeah, sure. I don't see no problems with this so far.
Nothing bad's happened
Mm.
yet.
What are you talking about? I'm the president.
Nepotism.
It's gonna be an interesting stream, everyone. Now,
And
it
you
should
thought
be
I was bad.
Yeah, it should be
Imagine
played out
you
while you
sitting-
guys sort yourselves out here that if the any election fails, the presidency moves on until we find a new president. If the election fails 3 times in a row, the people will be very pissed, wonder what the fuck's going on, and the top policy card in the deck will be automatically drawn and played regardless of what it is. Now,
Ooh.
considering that
So
there
I
are...
It doesn't activate any powers though.
No.
Mhm.
I have to draw 3 cards.
Yeah,
now,
best
right?
way to, if you
Yes.
right-click the... Yeah, you can do that, or you can right-click the deck, and then
Just
if you...
draw 3.
And click draw 3 times. That also works. That's the easiest way to do it.
Perfect.
There we are.
Awesome. Okay.
So,
So,
should we mention...
Discard one of them and then give the other 2 to me.
I'm just
Should
gonna
we-
flip.
Yeah, should be mentioned as well. There are in the full deck of 17. There are 11
Whoops.
fascist and I believe 6 liberal cards.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
not
right.
a lot of liberal.
Just so people have an idea of the mathematics behind the game.
Flip.
So
Flip.
Right, so you got that.
And
So those need to go over to him. You can put it in
Thank
his secret
you.
area himself. You don't have to
Lovely.
put it in front. There we go.
there you go.
And then you go to pick one of whichever one you want.
Okay, you know what? Let's do
Wait, let's
this.
do load. There we go.
Uh-huh.
So
And
second
ladies and gentlemen,
Hooray! More
There you
liberal
go.
policies. Very good.
Excellent.
Easy game for the liberals. Very good.
So what'd you get?
Oh, it was too
Too
fascist
fast.
and liberal.
yeah.
Okay.
Sounds like the same deal as me. Well, very good. Very good. So
I'll take that previous Chancellor card.
I'm trying to move it over.
Thank you.
you'll need that.
Okay,
Uh,
I can.
There we go.
I
Right
shall
then, Mr.
leave that.
Trivial. Now, I say we've got 2 liberal policies. This is moving an easy game for the liberals so far. So, and I want more of this. Nice, easy,
Thank you.
clean
I'm gonna
sweep of liberal
play-
policy sounds great. Great to me.
Okay,
No,
I'm
Stan.
praying to
Oh
my-
no.
I'm praying to my god again to let me hit Hitler once more. Alright,
What?
I chose...
you beseeching your patron?
Oh, what?
Yeah, should be fine. Okay then. So everyone gets a ballot out for Trivial and CJ is Chancellor.
Yep.
It seems fine to me.
I am great with this.
I've
I'm
no reason.
I'm totally
sounds
fine with this because I'm not in power.
Right. So we know how to play. So, so the moment that you say you must vote me as Chancellor, then we know who the fuck you are. That's good to know for future games, everyone. Jot that down.
What?
Well, if you ever say you want power, then you've got to be Hitler, right? Because only Hitler would want power. If you don't want, if you don't ever want to have power, then if you ever say you do, I'm going to be very suspicious.
I'm going to try something really cheeky right now. Okay.
That's what they all
I
say.
mean, don't tell us what you're doing. Just do it.
That's what they
Fair
all say, everyone.
Using the power of my mind.
Ooh, this
Right.
is smooth.
Did you just like telekinesis the policies over to CJ?
Yes.
Amazing.
You can do that, I believe.
Yeah, you can.
Which is handy. There are lots of shortcuts in Tabletop Simulator. We're still learning a lot of them.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Because I've just got rid of the thumbnail in the bottom right corner, the bit that talks about the
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, that is something that can be moved as well. So, all right then. So next up,
Oh,
in the
what's going on here?
next stage of the democratization. What have you done to the card?
Oh,
have you
God,
done?
bloom, this place.
It's been
Hey,
shrunken.
Oh, it's this, we can't have half a policy. That's not how this game works. Thank you. There we go. It's liberal. Hooray!
Oh my god, there.
Yay.
There we go. Liberals steaming to victory.
So I must ask, of the 6 cards in the discard pile, how many of them are fascist?
It's a good question.
Oh, damn.
Because like everyone so far has said, "Oh, I drew 2 fascists and a liberal."
Well then,
Well,
2
I
times
was just
3.
given a fascist and a liberal, so
Well, that'd be 2 times 3 is 6 then. So, interesting. Interesting. Well, so far so easy. Right then, Raven in. Okay.
Okay.
Craig for Chancellor.
Unlimited.
I know I
power.
have history with them, but
do it.
Right.
Do it.
Anyone missing a ballot card?
1 second.
There we go. So what are we
There we
voting?
go.
What are we voting, guys? I don't
Yeah, of
know.
course.
no.
Wait a second.
I'm a
That's
little
a great
suspicious right now.
Wait a second.
999.
We can't keep getting all liberals, so I'm just gonna make sure that everyone can see I do have a no card. I'm not a yes man.
So did that go through?
Yes.
Yeah, that went
Yeah,
through.
yeah.
4-3.
Okay.
5, 2, 4, 3, whichever it was. It was fine.
Works for me. There's nothing to go on. People are just claiming like. "Oh,
Well,
you-
no, but I would like I got ideas of where this might be going. So
Yeah. I think someone may have lied at some point.
that wouldn't happen in this game at all. No.
No, of course
That's
not.
precisely the purpose of
Not
this
a game
is to
in the
lie.
word secret
Oh,
is in the title.
Really think people would do that? Just go onto the internet and tell lies?
Sounds like the Project Resistance there, but I won't go any further
Oh my
into
God.
that on this stream. Anyways, moving swiftly on.
There you
Okay.
go, Craig.
Thank you, monsieur.
So we got one weird green bit. Like, how did you do that? Oh, right. That's how you.
You
do
just
it.
hit F for flip.
No, I wasn't doing that. I was just, tower to. Oh, God.
Okay.
Ooh.
They're on decent. There always is. There always is. All right.
Oh.
I've chosen my policy. And the policy is liberal.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Oh,
Good
thank
my
God.
God.
Wow.
What the hell's going on?
This could be a
kind of-
clean sweep, people.
This is very strange. This is the strangest game of Secret I ever saw.
This is the most honest game of Secret Game I've ever played.
It's just
We
gone
don't-
too smooth.
No,
This is
it's
bizarre.
not as smooth as the music. Remember last time when I
Yeah.
was a fascist?
Well,
I used to
yeah,
put on-
but they never.
You just decided, I know, I'll play a fourth liberal policy. That'll get me off.
Yes.
Interesting. All right then.
Ah.
Well, let us move on to the next round. Then this is strange. This is not how these games normally go.
No,
Everyone, I
it
think
is
everyone's
not.
just having a nice, easy game. Just just let the liberals have one. Let the liberals have one. They're like,
Back
fine.
over here.
I mean, it's interesting to note you did say any games of 7 players or more was a fascist win.
Yeah, currently, this is decidedly not going to the fascists seemingly at this moment in time. Anyways, right. So moving on. So we got Zach.
Okay. Who have we got? No, yeah, you. Well, I can't suspect anyone. I just can't.
It is. It makes things awkward, doesn't it? So we'll see how this goes. Raven with a no. Ooh.
Wonderful.
He's exercising his right to free speech over there, like a true liberal, right?
One. Oh,
Yeah,
no.
you would know all about that, Shadow.
Ow.
Oh my god.
I think that was may have been the first shots fired of the stream. Speaking of which, you also dropped a few frames. That is disappointing. That need fixing. What caused that to happen? Interesting. We did drop some frames there, folks.
Okay, well, I'm ditching this one for sure.
I sincerely hope that
And-
doesn't keep happening. That could desync the stream, and then this would be a nightmare trying to get this synced up.
I
and
will
post
give
recording.
these two to my chancellor, and
Yeah.
I know there's such a choice to be made between these two cards. It's
You
going
can't
to
be
be
telling them
very, very
We can't be
difficult
talking
for
at this
you.
phase.
It's a bit naughty, but
Yeah, we can't be talking during this phase.
Can you not tell the sarcasm in my voice?
I'm well aware of that. However,
I can, but I don't know. Yeah, it's fine. It's just a rule we sort of have.
it's a thing. It's
It's
a
like we
thing.
don't want people like hinting at certain things.
It's fine. It's
or
fine.
unhinting.
It's the first game. We usually have some freedom. Besides, the Liberals are about to win the game. It's gonna be nice and easy anyway. So, no, of course not.
As
No.
I said.
Here we go. All right then.
It's not to be.
What's
not
going
to
on here
be.
then, guys? This is here we
I have
go.
no choice. I have no choice. Two reds.
The NSDAP are on the rise. What's going on?
Did he have a
I got
choice,
two
Colin?
red.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Did he
I was
have a
going to say
choice,
that is an
Colin?
interesting track.
No, of course not.
All right.
What do you
then.
think happens when you draw 3 fascist cards?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
not good.
Just like-
Right.
You win.
No, it's a reasonable shout.
Interesting.
Like, we
All right
can-
then.
nothing
So
but good. That was
CJ,
almost a clean win.
CJ wants me as chancellor. Okay then.
Oh.
Okay then. I can get behind this. We like power. Power is good.
Power's
should
always
play,
good.
Why do you think we run a
Mhm.
channel like this for years? Also, we need to refresh the policy deck as well. Thank you very much. Then. All right then. What do we think then, folks? For myself as chancellor of of Germany. Well, we might want to wait for the ballot cards to get out, Mr. Free. However, because there was only like 3 of them on the table. Never mind.
What do you think I was going to vote?
I don't know.
9.
We are 1 vote short.
Mrs. Zach?
Who's?
CJ
It's,
is president. He wants
yeah.
me to be his chancellor to win the game for the liberal agenda, which I will most certainly attempt to do.
Absolutely not.
What?
Aw.
Rude. Apologize.
Oh,
All
no.
is confirmed.
I call for a vote of no confidence in Chancellor Shadows.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself, sir.
I was quoting someone.
I'm sure you were. However,
I mean, that did just happen in your guys' government.
that's
also- yeah, well, you know what?
It was it's a bit weird right now. It would take probably longer than this stream to explain what the fuck's going on.
Honestly, the current government's been fucking hilarious.
It's
Oh.
quite amazing. It's quite amazing. It's
What are you
like-
guys gonna think end up gonna happening? Is the UK gonna do
I mean-
Brexit? Are they gonna stay? Are they gonna leave? Are they gonna
It
be
probably will
completely left
happen,
out?
but the way means. Oh shit! I should probably put this over. My bad.
It's got to be a clusterfuck one way or the other.
Oh,
See,
regardless.
if it is a clusterfuck, I won't have to deal with it for too long.
Just wait
Right.
till February, Craig.
I
Just
know.
February.
No, it's so
Okay then.
close.
Well, in that case, we shall put this one in the discard pile, and
Okay.
well, we're gonna need some questions here because unfortunately,
Oh.
unfortunately, I've been given 2 fascist cards here, and I'm a little suspect because we just refreshed the deck
That,
better.
That opposite corner of the table.
Mr. President,
3 fascist cards.
3 fascist cards,
Forgot them.
eh?
Yep.
Right.
Not-
well,
I'm not-
before we
I'm not-
move on, however, this is the second fascist policy. We have our first of the
CJ.
Yes.
the
Power
presidential
overload.
powers that get unlocked as more and more fascist cards become available. So the president of the turn, which was Mr. CJ, now has the power to investigate a player's identity card. That is their party membership card, I believe it is. Is it the party membership card? Party membership card.
yes,
yes.
party
Not,
Nice.
not the secret role of party
Yes,
membership.
party membership card. He can pick anyone on the table he wants. This is open up to full discussion of how the people want to play this, but he's allowed to pick anyone on the table he wants. And I don't know where you start, CJ. What's your thoughts here? What do you think? We've got 4 liberals. Right, if you give me three fascists, fine. We've had 1 earlier, so where do we start, sir?
So just what I'm thinking now.
Mr. President, whose identity do you want to know?
You've got nothing to go on.
It's
That's
a bit
the problem.
complicated.
We've got nothing to go on.
Yeah.
Who do you want the SS to
Even-
investigate?
Oh my god.
Oh.
Even those 3 cards, it was likely that 3 fascist cards were drawn because we've only got 2 liberals left.
This is totally true.
Unfortunately,
This is
during
totally
this
true.
time, it's not an SS, it's a stormtrooper.
Right.
Let's have a look at Raven.
Okay. so-
Oh, okay.
Now, it should be pointed out as well that there is only one time that players must tell the truth, and that is if to ask if someone is Hitler when they've just been elected Chancellor after the 3rd fascist policy, because obviously, if they are, that ends the game. It's the only time anyone has to say anything that's truthful on this. The only time.
Okay.
Right, what we got then, CJ?
Liberal.
Liberal. Okay, then.
Okay.
Interesting.
Right.
Interesting.
Okay.
We'll see.
A little bit suspicious.
Well, you know.
Does
it's okay.
CJ have to be honest about what he?
Nope.
No.
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 No, that could be a complete lie,
I
or
say
it could
there is
just
there is
be...
the only time is to see if Hitler has been elected as Chancellor. It's the only time that in the game you have to tell the truth. It's one question. So all right then. So moving swiftly on. So it's now
Yes.
Frui's chance to be president. I need the past Chancellor plaque.
Well, at frickin' last.
Finally. You know that's how it goes. That's how it goes. So Mr. Frui. Well, there we go. Political
He's
allegiances
seizing
have
power,
begun.
quick!
Well, we need a chancellor
Fine.
to snuff out the NSDAP here. We gotta put them out to pasture.
Okay.
So you need to pick someone that you're pretty sure has got nice, loyal blue blood in them.
There's a blue color all the way over here, Craig.
Well,
And I'm picking
That's-
up blue blood.
that's a little dodgy. The list of reasons I've heard to
I mean,
select
you
someone
wanna be
as
chancellor.
of Germany. That's one of the worst I've ever heard.
Yeah, but there is also only 2 cards up.
Hmm.
So is this whole soundtrack all Ace Attorney, by the way?
No.
No, it's not. No, I just put all. It's from an album called Turnabout Jazz Soul or something like that on YouTube. There's 10 tracks.
Nice.
The rest of it was on OC Remix, but these Ace Attorney tracks, or at least the first 10, were on YouTube.
Yes.
Ace Attorney?
Ace Attorney.
What are you thinking, chat? By the way, like I'm happy for chat to speculate on their thoughts here. What are we thinking? This is a
Shadow
weird
is
old
Hitler.
game, this, because like when the Liberals start well early, it tends to be a bit weird towards the end. 'cause
It
of
gets quite
information.
difficult to get that last
Yep.
one.
Mhm.
So you need to pick yourself a chance. So it cannot be me or CJ.
Someone I can trust.
It sucks because I would say pick me and we'll win the game, but unfortunately,
Yeah, I know.
unfortunately, I can't.
Well, you
do
just
it.
found out what I was.
But based on what CJ has said, yes.
Oof. Well,
It
there's
hasn't-
some
It hasn't.
Oh,
discussion.
shots
let me
fired there.
click.
Ouch.
It
And
hasn't.
And I would also like to remind you, when I was president, I nominated you.
That's
No,
true.
you
Yes,
absolutely
that's very
fucking
true. All what I'm saying though is that what CJ has said about you being liberal hasn't swayed me in either direction. I don't think it's suspicious, but there's literally no reason to believe or disbelieve him. So,
Put Zach in
No,
power.
there isn't.
Make a decision.
all right,
Wait, am I chancellor?
let's
No.
try you.
Trivial.
Try you.
Okay.
We'll go
Oh,
you.
this should be
Okay,
interesting.
I want to see what you do.
Alright. Alright.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what I've chosen.
All
There's
right.
no any particular reason I've chosen you. I've just thought, who do I feel like having as my chancellor?
All right.
Well, I think that's a pretty horrendous way of trying to pick
No,
someone.
it's bad, but like again, what we don't have much to go on.
That's
What
a-
evidence do you have?
That's a pretty terrible, which is why I'm voting no. I think there could be much better ways of voting in people here. No, it has
Oh,
got through
dude.
4 votes to 3.
Oh, just
too
about.
bad.
It has been approved. Just well,
Alright.
we go.
There's literally nothing to go on. So who like?
Well, that's what I was
any
trying to
choice I
suspend
make
it. I
would've been
thought, well,
terrible.
that way we can try and wait until there's more conclusive. Like we can pick 2 people we know and then win the game. Annoyingly, 'cause I could have picked you as chancellor. We would have won the game. Now we can't.
Yeah.
You could have picked him and voted against him yourself, and
Right.
you know.
So I draw 3 times, or is it deal? No, it's
Draw.
not deal. That draws to everyone.
draw.
Just
Oh,
Trivial is
We had-
deployed as chancellor.
Well,
damn it. Always being deployed.
I love how I've ended up next to Trivial again.
Okay. Okay, just
Yeah.
deal to my card.
Nice cozy corner over there, eh?
Hey, I need a good right-hand man.
Isn't that true? And when it's not me being a
Okay.
complete idiot, you need someone else. So,
okay.
I can't believe I
I'm
still
sure
voted you as chancellor. For fuck's sake!
I'm sure you've learned your lesson, buddy.
I'd like to think so, but
Okay.
come on, trivial. You hope you discarded one. No,
Six for Matt.
Uh-oh.
here we go.
Oh.
No. This is no good. This is no
Alright.
good at all.
I
Now-
drew 3 fascist cards.
You drew 3
I
fascist
see that
cards.
somebody is throwing
Yeah.
me down the bus now.
And now
Which
the
is-
president picks the
Yes.
next.
Yeah,
Yep.
I need to
Yes.
pick the next person. So who do I trust?
Yeah, so this is now a case of who does he want? He can pick anyone he wants to be president. He can still be voted down after they've chosen a chancellor, but he
That's true. Yeah.
does not have to follow the regular cycle. And after this, it'll go to the left as normal. So
Yeah.
Okay, I feel like somebody is throwing me down the bus because I'm being picked too. Yeah.
I didn't have a choice, dude. I did like
I
somewhere in
did
here
not.
there is a liberal policy, and I'm hoping it's one of the next.
the problem
3.
is
I
again the
just
problem
don't know
now
who to-
because you can't like if you give it to me, I can't choose you, which is what I was gonna do. Now I can't do that. So
Blue blood.
And now, whoever is chancellor is going to be us.
and that's
Assuming
the
vote
I would
was
still say make it me because I have.
Those, do you,
I would still
Yes,
say
I
make me
got it.
president because I think I know.
Force Zach into power.
Yeah.
I mean,
You're
it depends who
literally
you think's been
thinking
pretty
again.
straight with you so far. Who do you think's been straight?
Like, not you.
well,
Ouch. Why not? What have I done
Colin,
to not
like,
be straight?
okay,
Yeah.
Colin has said some sort of like weird things, just like something that could be
The blue blood.
interpreted as like a fascist play.
Okay.
But it's so little.
I mean,
like,
I've been.
almost every-
I was.
Every fascist policy we've dealt has
Do you
been
not
a
trust
case of
me?
I don't know.
Oh,
It's been a case
I'm
of just
gonna be living with you
banter.
next year. Like I'm having second thoughts.
So like really so puppy.
This could get
Do
complicated.
you not trust me?
Just a bit.
Craig, are we not going to go to Cheeky Nando's?
We could.
But if someone has a bullet in them, the answer's probably gonna be no.
All right, you know what? Who do I trust as presidency? Who do I trust with a bullet is actually the more apt question.
Again, this is why I would sort of. I mean, I've played pretty straight, and you know that.
You have, yes, that's fair.
Which is why I would say if it goes terrible, at least
mean,
me
it's
having a
your
bullet
turn.
is a good idea.
Whoever I pick after.
Besides,
whoever I pick,
I've been
it's you
shot once
afterwards.
or twice. Well, I don't know what happens if I get selected as president by you now. I assume I
Yeah.
can't be president twice in a row.
No.
No, you can't.
No,
you
so it
just
was them
be
two
a
would
shit.
So
pass
it'll
over.
just jump on.
It would still jump on
The thing
him
is, do I want to move it back up here? And honestly, the answer is no.
Actually,
No, I think that's a terrible idea.
So I want to pick Zach.
Why Zach?
But then
Okay.
it would literally go Zach, then you, and then Zach
no,
again.
it would go Zach and then to 404 not found.
No, because
No, no,
once
no,
the
no, no.
the special presidency is selected, the progression
Oh, it just
continues
turns to
as
normal.
per originally. So it would
Oh,
go
okay,
to me
okay.
then.
Yeah. So.
I
so
mean,
if
that's not a
Zach
bad
makes
idea.
mistake here.
That's not a bad idea, actually. You know, keep the power in a nice corner. I could get behind this. And then Zach could just make me chance so we get a liberal policy and we win. And if we don't, we get a
You
second
guys
attempt
think that's
later on.
fair? Do you guys think that's
No,
fair?
You're
I
making a
that's
bit of a
fine,
play for power now.
Well, I'm trying to make sure to win this fucking game.
You
It should
sure about
also
that?
be pointed out as well. We do.
Yeah, yeah.
I
That's,
should
I think
point
that's, I think
out.
that's fine.
Yeah, I think it's about it. It should be pointed out as well. I must point it just for the case of the chat as well that at this point, the free fascist policy has been selected. So if a chancellor is selected, they must be asked if they are Hitler or not. If they are, of course, the
Yeah,
fascists will be.
and
yay.
fascists will win. And Shadow has been pushing for chancellor.
I would have been president first, but Farouk's plan sounded even better.
Really?
Well,
Oh.
I mean, if, yeah, to sort of swing
Wow.
it around.
You approve of my plan?
I actually
It's not
somewhat
good.
approved of your plan. I thought it was a good idea.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
I
ballot
smell some
cards,
fish.
people. Ballot cards, people.
I smelled a fish.
There are no fish to be smelled. How do you smell a fish? How does that
Fish
work?
are pretty smelly, dude. Have you eaten one?
What fishery have you been at? How old was
They
it?
smell-
Like a month? We're missing a ballot
Actually, I
card.
haven't been to a in a while.
Oh, yeah, that's me.
We're missing one.
That's
It
fine.
should be noted that if you see people pulling out their ballot cards, it means you should probably do the
For
same.
liberalism! Ooh,
Hey.
Emma Free knows that. Okay, interesting.
All
Because
right.
right now it's really dangerous.
It has been voted.
Well,
Right,
yeah,
so
because
before we
Thank
carry
you.
on, the question that must be asked of the person that was voted chancellor of, am I Hitler? And the answer is no.
Are you Hitler?
I am
Are you
most certainly not Hitler.
Thank you.
Yep. Give
So
him the
pick those cards
Thank
there.
you for not being Hitler.
I'm
Oh.
not Hitler. Yeah, those of you who didn't believe me.
One.
You didn't believe in me. How can you not
three.
believe in me?
That doesn't mean you're not fascist.
Admittedly, no, it doesn't. However, that is simply not the case, but it is true that doesn't mean I'm not fascist. But I mean, if I am fascist, then I'm in trouble because Ferris may be about to shoot me. That would be awkward.
It wouldn't be the first time.
All right, we'll put up our lovely. Wait, don't put two
Oh,
cards
wait,
down. No,
no,
no, no.
wait.
Did you put two
No,
cards?
no,
Oh,
no.
down?
wait, sorry. I gotta, yeah.
There you go.
And put the other one back as well.
Yeah,
Put the
give
other
them
one
both
back,
cards
Oh
back.
god,
We'll
it's
restart the
a
process.
mess. It's a
Yeah,
mess.
just discard the first one you originally discarded.
Yeah.
There we go.
I'll put our card cover up so people don't need to can't see. So this over here. Thank you, sir. Right then, what have we got? Okay. So we are going to unmove that. We're going to dispose of that one there.
The bullet is spinning. The bullet is spinning.
There better be some good fucking explanation for this. Because I was given two fascist cards. I want answers here, sir. What is going on? Did you draw three as well? Because everyone's been drawing three fascist cards.
I drew 3, yes.
You drew three. That means everyone so far has drew
Okay.
3 fascist cards. That's
Then
quite
I'm not
impressive.
buying that for a
thrown me under
second.
the bus.
That's quite
You know what?
impressive. Well,
Impressive.
Okay.
It's also.
Well-
No.
yes. So now that the 4th fascist plot's been enacted, you, Mr. President, must now shoot someone. Someone on this table
I
must
have
be
to shoot
removed.
somebody?
Yes, you need
Yes.
to shoot someone who you. Well, assuming you're liberal, that if you shoot Hitler, the liberals win the game.
What if
pretty
I
much.
shoot? What if I shoot another liberal?
They're out.
Then we carry on.
Then yeah, whoever you shoot.
Here's the
out
thing
game.
about
Well, don't shoot a
shooting
liberal.
someone.
What if I shoot another fascist person?
Then they're out.
Here's the
they're
thing.
out.
Here's the thing about shooting someone. All they can reveal is whether they were Hitler or not. They can't
Yes.
say, "Oh, I was liberal or fascist."
Yes.
All they can say
Wait,
is if they were Hitler.
what do you mean another fascist?
Whoops.
There's two.
Not what I
Whoa,
meant.
is that a Freudian slip?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
met
don't understand
another
what's happening.
fascist in addition.
Did
to
you
Hitler.
slip out a liberal card without me knowing?
Oh dear. You've been played a fool.
You just outed yourself.
Who's outed themselves? I don't understand.
Mr. President, I would be very careful what you are about to do. Because if you do what I think you're going to do, I'm going to be a very angry man.
Who
Flick
do
the
I
bullet at
shoot?
them.
You have to choose
going on
someone.
here?
It can be anyone you want. It's open for discussion, but once you choose, that is final. So,
He's flicking it. Craig!
Is that
why?
America,
Right.
is that me? Is that me? You should
That
decide
was
to shoot.
you. That was you,
That's-
Craig.
Oh,
How have you? Oh,
why though?
Oh my god. Yeah, that's
Hang on. I don't know why you give me that. All right, why me?
I have to say why?
well,
No.
Well, no,
you,
no,
you
you
don't
don't.
have
No.
to. You could lie.
You
can say
don't.
whatever
You don't have to say a
want.
thing.
But
You have to say a
currently,
thing,
you've got
or-
so much suspicion hanging about you.
But-
You'd thought it was a freaking thunderstorm.
The thing, if you have a legitimate reason and justification for shooting me, I want to hear it.
Don't.
You
He
don't.
wanted the chance to shoot
You just
You
pick-
don't.
So you're just picking someone and that's it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you
Alright,
Hitler
he's
free?
fascist as hell.
I'm assuming
I
you're
am
not.
not.
I assume you're not Hitler. Great. Okay then. Well, this is great.
Which is
Right. So at least we know this board's
Dodgy
not
shit.
got Hitler. So that's fantastic. Not the first time,
Oh, God.
indeed. Okay.
whatever.
then.
I'm gonna make a tea. Fuck you guys.
So with that
Two
done,
sugars
Looking through
By the
liberal.
way, if anyone's dead, they can't speak. Or at least make influential
no,
statements.
no,
as
they
to the
really
rest of the
shouldn't.
game.
Well,
Okay.
before you
So-
die, go get us a cup of tea while you're at it.
Okay.
So
Well,
now
hey,
that we've lost Mr. Fruy and I
Yes.
take
Anyway,
over
I'm
effective
dead,
GM
yes.
powers, so now the presidency returns back to its normal scheduling, which goes back to me. So this is where things could get very interesting. Okay, then. So I need that. So who am I electing? Well, thankfully, I can't elect you as Chancellor, which is good, because I don't want to elect you as Chancellor.
Not a chance.
So the question is, who are you for? Who the hell do I give this to?
The dead man.
I can't. If I could, I would, because
Prop
I'm
him up in the
fairly
chair,
sure
he'll be
it's
all
fine.
I wouldn't be able to grasp it with my ethereal hands.
No.
Weekend
my
at
word.
Craig's.
I think there's only one choice for this. If I'm incorrect here, then that's just kind of brutal and unlucky. But I'm gonna pick Raven,
Despite our history.
despite our history. Hello, Classics. How you doing, man?
I
Despite
will
our
say,
history,
CJ called me a liberal, and I
I
am liberal.
He did say this, so I'm just gonna hope that everything works out here, folks. That's about all I've got here. So we're missing a ballot card, Mr. CJ. Yeah, we're going yes.
Oh,
We're
is
going
that-
yes. Yes, 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 yes. One no, two no's.
Mm.
Okay then. So the next question must be asked: are you Hitler, sir?
No.
Thank God for that. Good.
History does not repeat it.
No, I would have been pretty
For
fucking
once.
brutal if that was the case. All right, then. There are only 3 cards left. So we shall cover the... I keep forgetting to cover the cards, folks. I apologise.
Don't shuffle them until after they get put back. The
Well, it doesn't matter. I mean,
Well,
yeah,
it-
these
it
got to be
doesn't-
added
it
on
doesn't
reshuffle.
matter.
Anyways, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Yes.
So, interesting cards. Interesting cards. That tells me a lot about what has happened the past few times. So we're going to remove this one. And then we will hand these 2 over to you. Move the card cover. And then is the future of Germany is in your hands.
It is indeed. It is. I need to not select both of them.
Please don't misclick. This is not a time.
No.
This is not the time
No.
to misclick here. Goering is staring at us greedily.
Well, I'm so glad I could trust you.
Hooray!
Fair
Thank
play.
God for that.
Yay!
Thank God for that.
Damn it, CJ.
You were fascist. You have to be. You were Hitler?
Yep.
He
Wow.
was a liberal.
He was a liberal, and he said that you. you, Plonker.
I knew I should have shot Colin.
Damn it.
I figured he was saying some weird stuff, not enough to be suspicious, but just weird things.
Why
be
did
fair,
you
if I
say
hadn't-
another fascist?
I know. You,
What were
I'm,
you
I'm curious,
doing?
why pick?
First round, I gave Colin, who was my chancellor, a liberal and a fascist policy, and he chose the liberal one. He was playing the long game.
He was
I
playing
was
the long
playing the
game.
long game.
Yeah.
CJ, I give you a choice. You
Wow.
should
I have to
choose
ask CJ, because you voted me as your chancellor. Did you have any idea who or what I was at that point?
No.
No, you had no idea. I mean, I thought it was weird you chose me. I was like, is he Hitler, maybe? Like, he doesn't know? Because I didn't expect you to pick me at all. I expected you to pick someone else. I was certain of it.
I just picked a random.
Yeah,
was
I
like,
could
sorry.
tell. Well, it sort of worked out there. Early liberal gains. That nearly unraveled towards the end. You shot you shot Curry, who was a liberal, so congratulations.
Zach, I have one
Yeah.
question. Why?
The thing is, 404.
Did you
I
invite
didn't want to
me
give
this
myself
game?
away too early.
No, you wouldn't.
You
wouldn't
won't
give
give it
yourself
away.
away.
They already know
No
you're.
one it was none the wiser.
Yeah.
True, but it's just like, I
Uh,
weren't sure about you either. I was like,
it's so hard to be.
I think in that game,
Like I literally point out that I'm a fascist all of the game.
Yeah.
really?
I literally pointed
Was ya?
out.
I was fairly sure you were fascist, Trivial. I was fairly
Yeah,
sure
I
you were
literally- I
fascist.
literally, like the
Here's the
moment I
other
say,
thing.
Craig,
Yeah.
I remember the last time I say, I'm being a, fascist. I put down the fourth card. That's literally
Yeah.
me hinting I'm a fascist.
I mean,
I
like
literally
you'd be
did the
using
awful
some of
like
the tactics from previous games, which is like you can never really tell for sure if it's like the same thing.
Mhm.
But like, this game is interesting because CJ could very well have just played a fascist policy. I think because we had like 3 liberals at that point. It
Yeah.
could have just been, oh, I got 3 fascist cards. Like,
I think it was 2 liberals, weren't it?
was it 2?
I think I put down the third.
I think you were the third. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
you-
so.
Yeah.
You went for a
Yeah,
turn.
I think
Yeah.
if you had played a fascist policy, I wouldn't have suspected you.
Yeah,
I would have
because
expected
Trivial
at
was
some point-
president, so Trivial elected you as his chancellor, thinking because you were
Yeah.
fascist. And you
I
picked a
think I
you
played
picked
it a bit
liberal.
too safe.
I think
I
you
think
did,
I
yeah.
played it a bit too safe that time.
Wow, it's a little
I've
unlucky. Because
only
you would have
got-
the
I-
perfect cover because Trivial was
awesome, awesome.
fascist. You'd have the perfect
No,
cover, and you'd realise who
Yeah,
he was.
that's a good point.
They
That's a bit unlucky. It's a
What's
little
going on?
unlucky. It's a little
and it
unlucky.
can be.
Guys. Colin's trying to say a thing.
Yeah, I only have like half an hour, so I can probably only play one more game.
Well,
Okay.
we had
Okay.
better get it started then. Very good.
Oh, perfect.
Right, I'm also going to quickly restart the stream, guys. So give me 2 seconds. We're having some quick lag, so give me 2 secs.